Yum. Hey kids, how the fuck are you? You know, when I decided to come on here and like just post things and just rant like a drunk does, um, I first saw my buddy Jack. I have to give him full credit now. Jack and Bass were coming on here and having all the fun, and I said, "Fuck that," because I can act like a jackass better than anybody. I'm very talented. I have a lot of years of like skipping school and like not even going to school. Like I really liked going to school. I just didn't like going into school. That fucking sucked. Yeah, I mean, you're fucking hungover and you're trying to get some sleep and you're fucking always trying to get you to do shit. You know, fucking kindergarten was a bitch. Mm. I mean, who doesn't love orange juice? Because I am a health nut, if you didn't know that. And just because I'm such a health nut, I like to incorporate things into my orange juice. Like gin, because it's made from prunes. And prunes are good for you. You know, that's kind of a subject I don't want to talk about, but that's alright. Hmm. Yeah. Hey, I always wondered, like, if you take Viagra and you sleep, is it hard to dream? That's a bad joke. But anyways, people, I see some of the comments from all five of my viewers because I'm hugely popular here. Much like on Hello Poetry, people try to ignore me like a bad child. But that's okay. I don't take it personal. I really don't, because like I'm not that fucking sensitive. Go figure, really. But what should we talk about? I got to think about it. If you look at my other videos, you can see that I like to pick on people. But I think they wanted to come here. I was going to give a reading, but I said, fuck that shit. That involves work, and I don't like to. And I just don't like to read. Yeah, I'm lazy. I thought, hey, this is a lot better. I can just fucking sit here and talk and drink and time travel. I'm from the future. I don't like the future. It sucks. The idea of like your liver finally kicking out. It sucks. But that's okay. I'll just buy a new one, or I'll go steal one. That's what I like to do. Just like an alien. I'll just come in the middle of the night and abduct Elliot's liver. He won't mind it. He ain't using it for nothing. I could put it to better use. I'd kill that thing in a month or a week. Depends on if I go to Mexico. I love Mexico. Why do I always talk about Mexico so much? Because there are very little laws there, and you can get away with anything. Just ask Jack. He loves it. Anyways, yeah, I've seen a couple people in here, and they've picked on other poets, and me, I'm not. I'm above that. I don't pick on anybody. Not a soul. I promise. And you know what? It's just like my writing. I'm such a lazy bastard, in storytelling at least, that I'll just like fuck it. I could create names, or I could use people I already fucking know. They don't give a shit. At least they pretend like they don't. I don't know. Maybe they do. I think certain poets are a little sensitive. I'm not gonna name names, Gary. Anyways, I'm just saying, hey, I'm not trying to pick on anybody. Hey, does anybody like to just like drink until they black out behind the wheel going down the interstate? Me neither. I ain't allowed to drive anymore. They took my license permanently. I don't know why. They're so fucking uptight. You steal a couple cars when you're 7, and everybody gets fucking all bent out of shape. This fucking country's so fucking backwards, it's ridiculous. Why don't we go, like, move somewhere, like Portland? Is that its own country? I think it is. Hey, you ever watch TV? Yeah, me neither. Why in the hell do people think people want to see some of this that's on TV? You ever watch MTV? That motherfucking ass trip. People think I'm fucking nuts. They got shows about people knocked up. Who gives a fuck? You know how you prevent the next season? It's called a fucking condom. You really don't want some of those people to reproduce. I'm not trying to be mean. But we're not talking about the deepest of intellectuals. It's like me. You really want me to have fucking kids? Imagine that. It's like, one drunk's enough. We don't need 2 Gonzos. That hurt somewhere deep down. I think it's in the heart. I used to have one. I got that bitch out of there a long time ago. My wife was going to be here, but right now she's off doing a job, and we can't talk about it. But you know what? It's a paying job, and it's really good. And those things are kind of secretive. Nobody's going to miss Grandma anyways. Picking on people. People ask me, Namely, one of my many thousands of fans, like 4, like Goldie. Goldie asked me, "Hey, what is he on? I want some." Let me tell you something. It takes many years to get this retarded and crazy. I've had several head injuries, acid trips, blackouts. I'm just fucking nuts. You know, it happens. But anyways, if any of you all tuned in and saw the little thing on Hello Poetry that advertised a little live webcam show, you're perverts. But that's okay. Gonzo loves you anyways. Cheers. What the fuck we gotta talk about? Let's talk about kids. Why not? Are kids a good thing? Yeah, they're fucking good. Think about it. You know, you fucking having a big day, bad day. You want to sit back, watch TV. They can go get a beer. They can go cut the fucking grass. You ain't even got to pay them. It's fucking great. I love it. It's like, you know, you could hire a bunch of Mexicans or you can fucking have kids. Same thing. That's racist. I'm not a racist. I'm insane. It's a big deal. People need to lighten the fuck up. Seriously. Like, the reason I write the way I do is because I'm fucking crazy. I just want people to laugh and have a good time and say, God, Gonzo's fucking nuts, and relax. Drink. Fucking live. Jesus fucking Christ. Lighten the fuck up. People's sense of humor really needs a kick in the ass, and that's why I'm here. Because I'm like a bad child. The more you laugh at me, the more I'll do. You know? But anyways, I was going to make this a long video, but this is just an introduction for those of you who don't know Gonzo, because I'm actually being very nice, because I've only had one drink today. But that's why it's a triple, so it'll be stronger. Check out some of my other rants, and you can make guesses on what substance I was on at the time, and we'll have a little contest. You won't get no rewards, but that's okay. It's just like Hello Poetry. But you know what? Other poetry sites suck ass, like Poetry Soup. What's so great about Poetry Soup? You can't cuss. You can't insult other people. You can't get drunk and harass the owners. It's like, fuck that shit. I can harass Elliot all day long. He doesn't care because he thinks I'm an asshole. But that's not fair. You really shouldn't talk about people who don't talk back, because you never know. They might have feelings, or they might be like a retard or something. You know, not that there's anything wrong with that, because I used to ride the short bus. I don't know why. I just liked it. It was just more comfortable. That, and you could hang out with people that didn't really make a lot of sense. You know? But it was fun. They used to try to say I had mental problems, but I don't believe it. My mommy said I was fine. Just as long as I stayed at home and didn't complain because she was staying all night whoring. I'm just saying, love you, Mom. Hey, I have to, you know, if I'm not bad, something goes wrong in my mind. Like, if I'm normal for 5 seconds, just, it's something wrong. It's like, you know what? I could be this really sweet, nice guy, or I could be a total narcissistic prick like I am. And it suits me. It does. It's a good stretch of the imagination. But to everybody who watches these videos, I want to thank you, and I hope I make you laugh. And I'm sure I'll get a lot worse and say a lot of bad things that'll probably offend you, and I really won't give a shit, because I generally don't care. But that's okay. We can't all be Canadian. Not that I'm Canadian. You can look at me and you can tell from my great tanned muscles and everything else that I'm Brazilian. Not really. Who doesn't like UFC? Guys in their underwear beating at each other. Amusing. I know I enjoy it. And then they asked me that time, hey, are you really a fighter? No, I'm just here for the thrills. Anyways. I always wondered, if you're gay and you go to prison, is it really a punishment? Or is it more like a resort? If I go to prison, I want to go to old women's prison. Why not? People always tell me I'm just a big pussy anyway, so why can't I go? It's not fair. Damn laws. You know? But laws are meant to be broken. That's what I said. But don't tell anybody I told you that. And don't use this as evidence. Because you know what? I have multiple personality disorder. And this is just one of my many facets of my personality. Okay, I'm pretty much just a shallow asshole, but that's okay. Well, want to say hello to all my friends who do watch me. Baz, Jack, Goldie, Poetry Binded. I don't know what she's binding. And thanks for the comment there about my long rants. Are you trying to say my rants are long? Enough with the foreplay, children. Anyways, and of course Chris, because Chris is like the nicest person you can meet. I mean, I don't know why he's so nice. I think he's scared of me. Probably. I'd be scared of me. Jesus Christ, would you really want me to show up at your fucking door? It's like lock the liquor cabinet and grandma up, and pretty much everything is female. Because he's a little off. I'm not that bad. A little disorderly, a little bit crazy, but other than that, I'm Gonzo, and I'll always be Gonzo, and I'll always be your buddy, and I'll always say cheers, and I'll always be drinking. I don't think I'll always be alive. I hope so, because then I can drink even more. But until next time, you know what? Stay crazy, my friend, and cheers. I don't know. I couldn't end with anything better. I was going to be really funny, but I'm like on a low-key moment right now. That's okay. You know, in a weird way. I don't know. I don't know why I talk to myself the way I do and ramble and rant. Must be narcotics. Cheers.